Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about how to configure custom fonts in Next.js using localFont. Let's jump right in. I am going to create a new Next.js app. Let's copy this command and let's open VS Code and run the command. So I am going to create a new folder for my app and I am going to name it Next Fonts. So let's open this and run the command. Let's directly run it. In the meanwhile it runs, let's open the fonts in the docs. Here we have Next Font Local. Let's click on it. So our app is ready. Let's try running it in our local. npm run dev. Here we have the page.tsx opened. Now I'm going to go to ChatGPT, ask it to give me a quote. Give me a quote. So let's copy that quote and paste it in our page.tsx. I'm going to select it all and do RAFCE. It is a extension I have in my VS Code editor for quick snippets. Let's name it app and paste the code inside it. Now let's check it in our browser. Here we have the code in our page. Now let's try configuring the fonts for it. To do that, we need to have TTF files to host the fonts locally. I have already got a bunch of them downloaded for my personal projects. So I'll pick the outfit font TTF file. I'll copy it and I'll directly drop it in my project. I'll create a folder for fonts and paste it inside that folder. Now I have got the TTF file in my project. So to configure it, we need to go to the layout. Let's check the docs. Let's import the local font by copying this line as is. Let's paste it right below the Google Fonts import, and we have to configure it like as shown in the docs. We have to use local font const outfit. Since I am using outfit font, I named it outfit. I have got the code suggestions already. You can install the extension called windsurf for code suggestions. I'll just press tab to accept the suggestion. Now I have to mention the path in src where my TTF file is located. I will do /fonts/ Now I will accept the suggestion. It is correct. We have to mention the weights it's going to take in the form of a string, just like that. To know the weights it is going to take, we need to go to the Google Fonts, because that's where I got the TTF file from, and search for outfit to check the weights it's going to take. I will search for outfit. I will click on get embed code and scroll down. I previously used so many fonts, that's why I got all of them. Here we have 100 to 900. Let's mention all those weights in the form of a string. 200, 300. Just accept the suggestions, correct. We also have to configure the variable like that, just like that. Now inside our HTML, just like how we have default fonts, we have to do that for our custom fonts also. I accept the suggestion. Now let's check if that font is applied. I have an extension called what font to check the fonts. Let's try. It shows Arial, which means our outfit font is not yet applied. So let's go back to the code. Let's remove the default fonts first. Let's remove these. Let's remove these two also. Let's save and check it back again. It is not yet applied, so let's go back to the code again. Instead of variable, we can also use class name. Let's use it, class name. Now as you can see, the font is changed, so it is applied. Let's check it. Our outfit font is applied. As simple as that. But here is the problem. Let's say you want to use multiple fonts in your app and you just can't say class name for every font that you are going to use. Let's try adding one more font. I picked the JetBrains font TTF file and I just pasted it. Let's try configuring it also using localFont. Const JetBrains is equal to localFont. Let's accept the suggestion. Let's mention the path, correct. Let's accept the suggested weights for now. Let's check the weights the JetBrains actually going to take. I'll remove all these fonts and search for JetBrains mono. Let's click on get font, get embed code. You can see it takes weights from 100 to 800, so we just have to remove this 900. Now let's see what happens if we do JetBrains.className along with the outfit. Let's check which font is actually applied. Let's save, go back to the browser. I think JetBrains is applied, overriding the outfit font, which means the last font that is mentioned will be applied by default. Let's do one thing. Let's have one more text, one more paragraph like this just below it. We try applying outfit for one and JetBrains for another paragraph. Let's do it and try how we are going to do it. So we'll go to the layout, root layout. We'll use class name for default font our app is going to take, and variable for which we are going to manually configure using Tailwind CSS. Let's see how we are going to do it. So let's save it. We have to go to globals.css. That's where we'll configure the Tailwind variables. As you can see, in the inline variables we have already some variables configured. Let's try configuring a variable for JetBrains, font JetBrains. You have to do it just like that. We have configured the variable. Now we can just use it with any Tailwind class name. Since we have class name for outfit, it is by default applied for our app, across our app. And JetBrains, we have to apply it manually. Let's apply JetBrains for the bottom paragraph. Let's go it and have class name font hyphen. As you can see, we have JetBrains in the suggestions, IntelliSense. Let's accept it and save it. See, we have JetBrains applied to our bottom paragraph and outfit for the top one. As simple as this. If you want to configure more fonts, I think you know the drill now. You have to download the TTF file and paste it in your code and configure the path like that, and we have to add the variable inside our body tag, just like how we added JetBrains. And you can directly configure the variable in the globals.css and use that variable just like how we used JetBrains.